Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be just a little quick get ready with me. We'll chat. The weather's great for once. It's been really like gloomy for the past 3 months. It's been raining a lot, but it's officially October, which means that my birthday is right around the corner. My birthday's on the 28th, and just want you to know that once October 1st hits, I literally celebrate the entire month, so I'm already excited. All right, so I've already prepped my face. I've washed my face. I have used my Mary Kay Time-Wise Replenish Serum. This is like a vitamin C serum that I've been using for the past couple of months. I'll be doing a review on all these skincare products that I've applied on my face. And I mixed a little bit of my Mary Kay oil mattifying, kind of like a little mattifying moisturizer. I mixed that with the Reboost moisturizer, mattifying hydrating cream moisturizer from Clarins. I did get this from Ulta, and I will be doing a review on this entire line very soon. Now, let's get started. None of this makeup is new. This is just, I'm sorry, again, for the cars. I lost my train of thought. Let's start this again. So, none of this makeup is new. This is just makeup that I have, that I've been using, and so there won't be like any new releases. However, I did get a couple of new goodies from our girl Charlotte. A video will be coming up soon, so don't fret. But I'm going to start off with my La Mer Soft Fluid Longwear Foundation. You guys know that I did a review on this, and I wasn't too fond of this foundation, but I did pay a pretty penny for it, so here I am. I'm going to use all of it. And I'm going to go in with my Beauty Blender. And I have been trying out, you guys know from a couple videos back when I did, just when I unboxed the fall Chanel makeup collection. Sophia, so sweet, she's a representative from the Chanel boutique in Georgia, gave me a couple of samples of the sun-kissed drops, illuminating drops. So I put them in this glass little pot, and I have been mixing this in with my foundation. And we're just gonna go ahead and talk about it right now. I don't really like it. I feel that this is a product that is really good for those of you with dry skin. This really is not a product that I think looks good on me, or you know, just my skin is too oily for it. So let me explain to you what happens. I'm gonna use so I put some of it on my Beauty Blender, and then I'm gonna put 2 pumps of this, and then we're just gonna mix it all together. So the reason why I don't like the sun-kissed drops is because at first it looks great, right? But then throughout the day, it just makes me look super oily, and it accentuates all of my pores, all of my enlarged pores. It gives a dewy effect, but that's people with oily skin. We don't want a dewy effect. We're avoiding the dew. So I, in a nutshell, do not like the product. I'm finishing up the sample because I'm not gonna throw it out. I don't like it's wasteful. I'm just bringing this a little bit down my neck because I'm a little bit pasty these days, and although I have the self tanner, I haven't had a chance to do it and apply it. So we've just been using foundation on my neck. Just a little bit. I don't bring it all the way down just because, first of all, I don't want that all over my clothes. And then, you know, other people can see it and it's weird. So yeah. So yeah, if you have dry skin, you're gonna love those sun-kissed drops. Mixing that into your foundation, it's very hydrating, and it really just, it really helps to give that nice, beautiful, like dewy sheen effect. But for me, it just doesn't work. All right, so now that I'm done pressing this in and making sure everything is blended, I'm gonna go in with some setting powder. So I have been getting crazy hair lately because I have gotten into the bad habit of going to sleep without tying my hair up. Yeah, that doesn't work out for people with curly hair. Crazy things happen when you wake up in the morning. So I'm gonna go in with my Hourglass, what is this called? The Ambient Lighting Edit Unlocked palette. And I'm gonna use both of these setting powders, which there's barely anything left. And I'm going in with my Bare Mineral Soft Focus Face Brush. And I'm just mixing those shades together and just applying that all over my face to set my makeup. I love this palette. As you can see, I'm almost done with it. The only thing I've got left is this blush and this highlighter. But I think out of all the Hourglass face palettes, this right here is the best one. This should not have been a limited edition. Hourglass should really add this to their permanent collection. It's so good, just so good. You can literally use this palette all year long. All year long. Yeah, I'm putting it a little bit down my neck, you know, to set the little bit of foundation we put there. Okay. Now let's go in with bronzer. I have been using the Nars Laguna bronzer that I got from Marshall's, and as you can see, I'm almost hitting pan on that. So let's go ahead and apply some bronzer. Okay, so we're just going to apply a little bit on the hollows of the cheeks and on the forehead and the temples. You guys know I like a really, really subtle bronze. Then I'm gonna go in with my Real Techniques blush brush, and I'm going to go into the only blush left in this palette, which is the center shade right here, which is called Mood Flush. So a little bit goes a long way with this palette. So I actually have to smile in order to find the apples of my cheeks. Okay, so super subtle. Then I'm gonna go in with my Real Techniques setting brush. This one is 402. This is like an original blush brush from them, so these don't have numbers. But I'm gonna go into this champagne strobe highlight, and I'm just going to apply that on my cheekbones and a little bit on the temple. Okay, next I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyelids with the Urban Decay Potion Primer. This is the anti-aging formula, so it's a bit more moisturizing than their original eyeshadow primer potion. I like it just because it gets the job done. It doesn't make my, you know, even though it's moisturizing and I have oily skin, it doesn't make my eyeshadow crease. It gets the job done, but it's a bit more, I can't even speak. It's a bit more moisturizing on the eyelid, which I appreciate just because I wear makeup every day and they tend to get a little bit abused. So the eyeshadow palette I'm going to be using today is the Chanel eyeshadow palette. This is a quad 314 Lueurs Ambrees. Don't quote me. I mean, you guys know I don't know French, and if any of my subscribers are French, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I am not good at pronunciation. I'm sorry. So this is what the quad looks like. Obviously, I've been using it a ton. I have already reached pan on this pink shade, and I'm almost hitting pan on this light champagne color. So I'm gonna be using the Chanel blender and shader brush. This is a retractable version. You can get this off of their website or off of Nordstrom, any department store that carries Chanel. So I'm gonna be using the shader side, which is the flat side, and I'm gonna go ahead and use this on this light matte shade in the palette. And I'm just gonna apply this all over the lid. This is gonna be my base. This will be that neutralizing shade before I go in with the other shades here. And I'm applying that all over the lid up to the brow bone. Let's go ahead and do that to the other side. Chanel eyeshadows are amazing. I really like them, and I have been really excited to be able to use this quad. Okay, now I'm going to go into that pink shade I have hit pan on. And I'm only gonna apply that to the lid, and I'm just using the same brush. You all know I love to multitask a brush. And I'm just gonna layer that on top. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. This is a really pretty pink peachy shade. It's got like this gold champagne undertone to it. Then I'm going to go ahead and use the other side of the brush, which is the blender side, and I'm going to go into that brown shade, which is the deepest shade in the palette. And I'm just going to use that in my crease. So I have the original retractable brush. They recently, from what I can see in the website, they recently, I guess, redid this brush because the bristles on the new one that's on the site is black, and this is clearly they're like light bristles. They're like a camel kind of a light beige color. But anyway, so I use this retractable thing to push it up a little bit just to compress the bristles a bit, because I don't want the shadow to go everywhere. I want to really have control of where I'm placing my shadow, and I'm just tapping that into the crease. Now, if you don't want to have any trouble, you know, or any like issues doing that, you don't have to use this side as a shade as the blender. You can actually use this dome side brush to apply all the base shades, and then just use the shader brush to do the same thing you're doing with a brown brush. That's just a quick little tip I have for those of you who have this brush and don't want to be bothered with, you know, placement and stuff like that. So I'm just applying it, tapping it into the crease, and once I've tapped it, I'm just gonna slowly blend that in. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. And again, I'm just placing it first. And then blending it in softly. This is a really soft brown crease shade, but it also has the same gold champagne undertone, like shimmer, that pink shade has. So everything is cohesive in this palette. I really love this palette. You can use it any time of the year. It's so wearable, very simple to use. You kind of don't have to think. And I love palettes that I can use that I don't have to think, because you all know we all have a very busy lifestyle. Okay, now I'm gonna go back to the shader brush, and I'm gonna go into this sparkly shade, and I'm gonna use that as my brow bone highlight, and I'm going to also put this in the inner corner of the eyes to sort of just blend everything together. But I'm gonna go ahead and use this brush to wipe out and wipe off any fallout that I may have gotten, and then I'm gonna go into with the same brush that I used for the setting powder, and I'm going to clean it up. So let's apply that brown bone shade, and I bring it all the way, and then whatever's left on my brush, I just put it in the inner corner and just drag it up just to smooth everything out. This is a beautiful highlight shade for the brow bone. It just helps really soften out the edges, and then you just go back with your setting brush, and you just kind of wipe everything up. Okay, next I'm going to go ahead and apply my Chanel Clair number 69 eyeliner on my waterline. Now, I'm not dragging it all the way to the other side just because that's not really good for our tear duct. You know, technically we're not even supposed to be putting eyeliner on our waterline, but I love the way it looks. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and apply some eyeliner to my top lashes and some brow gel and mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I wanted to let you guys know that I used my Clarins 4 all-in-1 eyeliner and lip pencil. I used the purple eyeliner for my top lashes, and I went ahead and I used my TooFaced Brow Quickie eyebrow gel and Universal Brunette, and I went ahead and I used Nars Climax mascara for my lashes. And I just want to get a little bit close so you guys can see. I went ahead and I put the blinds down a little bit because the sun was beaming. It was so bright, it was making me look weird on camera. But this is everything just blended together. And the last and final step is I'm gonna go in with my Guerlain Meteorites. This is the Electric Pearl edition. This came out 2 years ago in their holiday collection. It had the bronze little pearls. And guys, I use this every single day and I am halfway through the bottle. Like, this thing lasts so long. And I use it every day. So, I mean, I know they're like $65 or $60, but man, 2 years, I mean, it's not that expensive when you think about it. It smells so good. So I'm using a Real Techniques powder brush, and I'm just gonna go ahead and buff this all over my face, avoiding my T-zone area, but I do like some on the bottom. The reason I avoid my T-zone area is because you guys know I have oily skin, so this, it has a very light sheen, but I don't want any kind of sheen in this area right here. Right here. Nothing. I don't want anything. I want it to stay as matte as humanly possible. And so now let's get into lips. I have been using the Chanel liquid powder lipstick. This one is called Timeless and it's number 974. Man, I really love this color and I wish that they could make this into a lipstick. I love the powder formula, but their obviously, if you guys don't know what a powder lipstick or a powder liquid lipstick is, it's a softer version of a lipstick. I love it. I love this color, and don't get me wrong, but I think I would love it even more if it was in a lipstick form. Just this color is so awesome. And I feel like it has sort of this very subtle terracotta nude effect to it. I really like it. So the way that this lipstick is designed, it's like a squeezable tube with the little sponge applicator. Now, if you are new to powder lipstick, this is a really comfortable formula. MAC has, if you're looking for something a little bit more affordable, MAC has a very nice kissing powder formula and super moisturizing. It looks very matte on the lip, but it feels like a balm when you wear it. it's weird, it's strange. However, one thing I have noticed is that with this particular formula, you cannot layer this with lip gloss. It looks strange. But I really love this color. Anybody in the Chanel makeup team ever watches this video, which they probably never will, but if they do, can you please make Timeless number 974 a lipstick version, please? I would really like it. This is something that I've been using for months and I really like it. Let me go ahead and get a little bit close so you guys can see. It's super comfortable, very moisturizing, but you're getting that matte effect on the lips. Now, one thing I just kind of wanted you guys to know is you will always know when you've applied too much of this because it will accumulate on the corners of your mouth. And it will sort of start to separate and crease. That's how you know you've applied way too much. With this formula, a little bit goes a long way. So anyways, guys, that completes this look. Let me go ahead and like put down my hair. This was just a quick get ready with me video. I now have to like do my hair, get dressed, all that jazz. But I kind of just wanted to chat with you guys, show you the products I've just been using this month. I haven't really been very impressed with any of the holiday releases, very few things, and I'll be doing a video of the things that I have picked up and feel like it's worth the investment. But other than that, I have really been enjoying just using all of the makeup in my collection. I don't want to become one of those people that just buys but doesn't really get to appreciate or use any of the things that I purchase. You know, I don't receive PR. I pay for everything that I use on my YouTube channel. So it's important that I use this stuff adequately and appropriately. So thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch my videos. I really appreciate it. I hope that you enjoy this look. And that completes this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching and have a lovely weekend. Bye.